His morning crew with Rob, Allison, and Jim.
This sweet 6-year-old named Brandon found out his parents were ordering a new refrigerator, and he was so excited. Not about the ice maker or the freezer capacity. He was pumped about the box it would come in. So he waited for weeks for this thing. And then the big truck showed up, and the Lowe's employee got out with the fridge, and it was not in a box. And Brandon could not hide his disappointment because he was waiting for that box. But the Lowe's worker went back to the store and got him a refrigerator box, the one just like that was in his dreams. And Brandon's mom posted on Facebook about this awesome Lowe's worker. His name is Alejandro Porter. And he really made her son's dreams come true by going out of his way to bring this refrigerator box to her son because, boxes are amazing when you're 6.
Oh, my word. They're amazing when you're 61 as well. My kids love to play in the boxes that stuff comes in, which is so cool. You can make forts and stuff. I love that. The simple things that you do just to play. It seems like our kids like the free stuff.
Mm-hmm. I looked up a tutorial for my son's last birthday on how to make a box into a doghouse. And so we had that thing forever. He loved it. It was like this little box that we made. And then now his favorite freebie, I brought it with me, so hopefully he won't be mad because he's not going to be able to find it. It's a cell phone that he made out of paper.
No, get out.
Mm-hmm.
Does it work?
That is awesome.
Yeah, so he pretends he's taking his important calls for Smokes Burgers, his made-up restaurant.
Is that a flip phone?
Yeah, it's a flip phone.
See?
It has games, though.
He's bringing back the flip phone. Hey, here's what we're curious of this morning. When it comes to your kids, what freebies do your kids love playing with? We'd love to hear from you. You can join the conversation.
Mornings with Rob, Allison, and Jim.
Because of a nice Lowe's worker, a child got the box that he was so hopeful for to play with in his garage. Made a fort out of it. So we started thinking about those freebies that you and your kids love to get for the kids to play with at 800-447-7234.
Crystal says, my daughter likes to use a piece of wood for her cell phone. I'm assuming she's not like 21.
You're right.
A lot cheaper than an iPhone. Leah says, my grandson Will has always enjoyed sticks. He would collect sticks. Now he's 11 years old, and he whittles on his sticks with his Swiss Army knife his papa gave him. Often there are shavings on the front porch. It reminds me of the Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, so here is Lynn. What's your story, Lynn?
There's this YouTube channel called 5 Minute Craft that my 11-year-old watches all the time. So he took a shoebox and a magnifying glass, and he cut a hole in the end of the shoebox and glued the magnifying glass in it. Put his cell phone in it, playing Netflix upside down in the box, and then it made a projector on the wall.
Whoa.
So I walked in, he was in the bubble bath with the phone and the box on the stool watching TV against the wall.
That is pretty ingenious.
It was pretty cool, but I said, where do you get these ideas? He goes, 5 Minute Crafts on YouTube.
Okay, I'm still looking that up.
I know. That's amazing.
My son would love that, especially for the summer. That's like the perfect thing to do to find these little 5-minute crafts for the summer.
Yeah,
you know?
Great idea.
So what about you? What freebie does your kid love to play with? Here's the number. You can call or text 800-447-7234.
Rob, Allison, and Jim.
Yet again, our executive producer, Jim Mann, has found something that is just going viral nuts on the internet.
Well, if you find yourself bored and you have a dog, they're always fun to fool, right? Because dogs are so innocent. Bless their little hearts. Well, on Twitter, there's this new craze. Like there's always a craze. This past week, there's a thing where you can fool your dog. How you do that, you ask? I'll tell you. You take a towel, a big beach towel type of thing, but kind of can totally cover you. And you kind of hold it up, you stand in the doorway, you hold it up, and then you quick jump to the side as you drop the towel so it looks like you disappeared. Right?
Whoa.
And the dog's like, what, master? Like that. He actually says those words. Mm-hmm. You don't believe me?
Stump him.
Yes. Of course the dog figures it out because they can smell.
My daughter was showing me this yesterday.
No way.
For the challenge that's going on, and you should see the dog's reactions because they're like, where did they go?
Yes. How will I get my food? That's what they're thinking. It's so precious. There's one where it shows like this little dog, what do they call it? Little whatever. He right away, he runs and just knocks the towel down before this person can even drop it. So it's like, you're not going to fool me, kind of thing.
You guys should try this, although your dogs are too smart for this.
Not mine.
They wouldn't fall for it.
Mine wear glasses. They're that smart.
Mine are not so studious at all.
Well, let's try it on yours then.
I'm going to.
Okay.
It sounds like fun.
I want you to put it on Twitter, though, so we all can enjoy it.
Oh, okay. Put it on the Twitter?
On the Twitter land.
More than just pretty voices.
Enough talk about summer. Let's talk about Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Christmas is exactly 6 months from today. Can you believe it?
Yes,
Have you started your shopping?
of course, for last year.
Jim has his tree up already.
Didn't take it down yet.
Well, if you are excited about Christmas, I have some good news. You won't have to wait until Christmas season to watch all of your favorite Hallmark Christmas movies.
No.
What? Oh, no, that's not the reaction I was expecting from you.
Yeah.
I was expecting a yeah! Woo! They just announced a very special 10-day viewing event called Christmas Keepsake Week.
Merry Christmas!
Make your July jollier with Hallmark Channel's Christmas Keepsake Week.
This place really doesn't mess around when it comes to Christmas.
It's a summer-winter wonderland.
I gotta get a picture.
10 days of all your favorite Hallmark Channel Christmas movies.
It starts July 13th, so if Jim Man disappears for a while, you know what he's up to.
10 days?
Why do you sound...
Rob can't handle it.
Days? It's not even July.
Well, I'm telling you so you can mark this on your calendar so you don't miss it.
To stay away from it. Wow.
Jim, you're excited about the movie
Scrooge.
marathon.
Yes, of course. It's Christmas. That's what all the cool people like.
You like listening to Christmas music too, don't you?
Yeah, Bob Goff and I do that together. I just read where he does it year-round, so that's how cool I am.
No, there's a season for everything.
For you.
Yeah, and so the season should be Christmas at Christmas.
Right.
Yeah.
You're like an old person.
Yes, I am. In this case, I guess so. Bah humbug.
Okay, that's it.
Mornings with his morning crew.
Our executive producer has found yet another do-it-yourself project.
Yeah, this is a New York City artist named Nicholas Bent who decided to make a wooden stool without tools or anything, all just himself.
Okay.
He gnawed the wood with his teeth. Are you hearing what I'm saying?
He made a
I
wooden
am, but I don't want
stool?
to.
Okay.
Yeah.
With his teeth and his fingernails, like that. Yeah, I was there recording some of the audio. So you hear it. That's his teeth. That's his finger. Oh, that's his teeth again.
It sounds like he's eating corn, but that's actually wood?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dude.
Ooh,
And
the
his
fingernails. Ooh.
Yeah. But he did it, and it was a nice looking stool. No nails, no screws, no glue, anything. Everything just had to fit tightly together. It was like something in the Flintstones.
So why?
So people like us would talk about it. He's getting recognition somehow.
I'd feel weird sitting on something that was made out of gnawing of teeth.
Yeah, I'll wait for it to dry anyway. This is some
True.
guy you don't want to invite over to the house if you have a lot of wood. If you do, just watch him closely.
It's a neat talent that he's
What?
showcasing, but I don't,
I'm sure he's married with talent like this.
Jim, don't make fun.
I did, though, didn't I?
You did, and that's not nice.
It's not nice, Rob. You shouldn't have said
What does his dentist say about this?
that. Oh.
And what about his manicurist?
Oh.
Sure, she's furious.
They said, why would you do this? Why would you do this?
His dentures are made out of wood.
Oh, no. You're making fun of him, Rob.
No, I'm not. You are.
That's terrible.
I'm just, you've been a bad influence on me, so.
Rob, Allison, and Jim.
He is a superstar, and he happens to be an intern here at his radio. Ian, the intern, also a musical performer on Greer Idol, which, by the way, last week, I have to say, did a phenomenal job on Friday when he did his competition. But first, you had to help us do something for Ian, the intern, and that was select what he was going to wear on Friday.
Yeah, we narrowed it down to 3 looks, all from Miracle Hill Thrift Store. Look number 1 embraces Ian's fun-loving, goofy side. Look number 2 is more polished, professional. And look number 3, we called country club chic.
I was hopeful for country club chic.
You really liked that one,
I
didn't
did.
you? The pop of color?
Yeah, wow, was it a pop of color? It was a loud pop of color, but it turned out to be the business. What did you call it?
Polished professional.
Polished professional. So when you had the digs on, Ian, last Friday night, how did it feel to be a polished business professional?
It felt hot in the
I'm sure.
in the Greer heat, but yeah, I mean I looked good. Isn't that all that matters? As long as you look good.
Yes.
It looks for everything, right?
Price for fashion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now here is how he did that up on stage. Take a listen. Okay, here's what I'm noticing. You have more flair in this performance than the last performances.
Yeah, I think so. I guess just looking better made me feel better, I guess.
Had the suit and tie, the big hat. What kind of hat? What do you call that hat that he had on?
A fedora.
A fedora?
Isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, I haven't worn a fedora in ages, probably since middle school. So probably back when they were, when everyone my age was wearing them. So I haven't worn one in a long time.
Huh?
It was.
I still wear one. So that's how cool it is.
Well, not all of us can rock it as well as you can.
That's
Jim.
true. That's true. You got a point.
True. Now Ian's not going to crack it back out until he's 60.
Wow.
You ruined it for him.
Yeah. So how's the voting going? Do you know all the stuff about it? Because you got a few more rounds coming up.
Yeah, we have. I'm terrible with numbers. I want to say 4 more weeks. We have a week off this week though for our big 4th of July event going on. But no, I think we have 4 more weeks. And even though this week is done, it's still not too late to vote. You can find the link on the Tunes in the Park Facebook page where all the Greer Idol stuff is. And you can still come in person every Friday, so voting is never done. So.
Look at him. He's a Greer Idol through and through.
I know.
Ian the intern.
Is it like a number like American Idol? You're like,
Oh, I wish. That would be a lot easier to keep up with, but no, it's just a link on the Tunes in the Park page on Facebook, and it just links you to your Facebook page to vote.
Vote for Ian.
Yeah, because I hope he wins the whole thing.
Mornings with Rob, Allison, and
A
Jim.
man put his fiance's wedding shoes on the roof of their car. They were packing everything up to head to her last wedding dress fitting. It was supposed to be a fairy tale moment in the wedding planning process, but I am sure you can imagine what happened.
He blew it.
He did. They drove off. Their shoes slid off the roof.
Uh-oh.
They didn't realize it until they got to the appointment.
I called my neighbor right away. Her kids were looking for my shoes everywhere. They were running around the neighborhood. And then I just gave up. I was so sad. I was looking for a new pair.
PSA for everyone, don't leave things on top of your car.
There you go. Lesson learned. Well, there's a happy ending to this fairy tale. A good Samaritan ran through traffic to save the shoes and posted about the discovery on Facebook. Thankfully, among the thousands of people who saw that Facebook post, it was one of the bride's neighbors. So she got her shoes back, and shockingly, they were in perfect condition. They weren't scratched up or anything, didn't have any road rash. So she's touched by how the community pulled together to help her.
That they found those shoes is amazing.
It really is. And that someone realized these are special. These look like they belong to a bride.
I wonder how far away they were. When did they finally fly off the car? Was it 10 miles? Was it 2 miles?
It was a ways from their house because they searched.
Man, thank goodness I didn't just walk off.
Oh.
The shoes?
Yeah, walk
Oh,
off.
man.
Mornings with Rob, Allison, and Jim.
Dan is on the line. What's going on there, Dan?
I'm stuck on the side of 85 and I got to get to work.
Oh, no. What happened to your car?
Ran out of gas.
Oh,
and I left
so
my credit card at home.
Oh, dude. What part of 85 are you at?
I'm southbound. I just passed the airport exit and passed the exit when it started sputtering.
So your car is just sitting there, plumb out of gas, and you got to get to work.
I've done that so many times. It's the worst.
I figured I'd call y'all to see, I don't know, if y'all could pray for a miracle real quick.
Oh, absolutely. Father, in Jesus' name, I lift up Dan. Here he is on I-85, out of gas, can't even put any more in his car because he left his credit card at home. God, I pray that somebody will come by, we'll pick him up, we'll help him out, that he gets to work on time, and this thing can be behind him. And Dan says, just pray for a miracle. So, God, we're doing that. I know that you are a miracle worker. We love you, Father, for it's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thanks, guys.
Oh, you're welcome, Dan. Text us your exact location. Kind of pin us a text or something like that so that we can, in case somebody calls and says, we want to help out, we want to be able to get them right to you. I know you're right by the airport exit on I-85 in the Greenville, South Carolina area. That's horrible.
I've run out of gas so many times, as I mentioned, that I eventually had a can in my trunk.
And it's a Monday morning. It's always
I know.
I know. Dan, I hope somebody pulls right up and takes you right on to work and help you get some gas, man.
Mornings with his morning crew.
Kind of like Dan, who called just a moment ago and said, I'm stuck. Pray for me. I'm on the side of the interstate. I think we're hearing from, this is Suzanne, I believe. So what's going on there?
On 85?
He sent us a picture, it looks like, but he said he was right by the airport exit. Let me see if I can get him on the line.
Morning, Dan.
Hey, Dan, it's Rob, Allison, and Jim over at His Radio. We have Suzanne on the line. She's asking exactly where you are.
I'm on I-85 southbound. Wait a minute, there's someone pulling up behind me. Is that you?
No.
Oh, hang on. There's somebody pulling up. Hold on.
Oh, we lost him. Suzanne?
I'm here.
Okay. Looks like we lost Dan. Now I'm curious if somebody picked him up. Let me get him back on.
Hello?
Hey, Dan, it's Rob, Allison, Jim, and Suzanne on the line. Did you get a ride?
I got somebody. Are you Suzanne? Oh, I got Ann.
What's she doing for you?
Yeah, I guess maybe like a gallon or two of gas. That'll get me to work and home. But yeah, I got Ann.
Suzanne, it looks like you're kind of off the hook here.
I was just starting shift here in the Greenville area.
Oh, that's so cool that you wanted to help. Ann kind of beat you to the punch, though. Dan.
Yes, sir.
Put Ann on the line.
Hi.
It's Rob, Allison, and Jim over at His Radio. You're doing a pretty cool thing here for Dan.
I know. When something touches your heart, I was just a few miles back from the exit, and I was like, oh, I better stop.
That was so nice of you.
Well, thank you. I love listening to you guys, and like you said, when it touches your heart, then you got to stop.
What were you on your way to do?
Oh, on my way to work.
Are you going to be late for work?
Oh, it's okay. I mean, my boss is very lenient. She's so precious. So.
Do we need to call your boss on your behalf?
No, she's probably still in the bed asleep.
Oh, we'll wake her up. It's okay.
Oh, no. She'd be like, who are these people? No, it would be great. I'll text her and say I'll be about 30 minutes late. But
Oh, have you ever run out of gas?
Oh, yes, I have. And nobody trusts nobody to stop. And you're like, okay, do I stop or what? Scary for people. But listen to His radio and then to touch on the heart, I was like, I got to stop. Nobody probably stops. People fly by on 85 anyway. So if he probably hadn't called in, he'd probably be still sitting back there.
You are so cool, and thank you so much for all your help.
Thank you guys for your help for us.
Mornings with his morning crew.
Do me a favor. Pull out your phone.
All right.
Not if you're driving. And when I say go, I want you to text me the alphabet. And you can do that at 800-447-7234. I want the alphabet straight through. And I want to see how fast you can do it with no mistakes. Have you started, Jim?
No.
Why are your thumbs moving?
I'm finding you.
Okay. On your marks. Get set. Go.
Okay.
You need help? A, B, C, D.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P,
You're cheating.
Q, R, S,
Cheating.
T, U, V,
Cheating.
W, X, Y, and Z.
Is the word cheating in there?
No, but Opie showed up in there. Thanks.
Oh, no, you didn't do it. I just got your text. Jim, I'm still waiting for yours.
What? I already sent it.
You did?
Yes.
I never got it. Oh, wait, here's yours. Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. You did it! Way to go.
Well, wait. Are you surprised I know the alphabet?
Well, that you could text it that fast.
Oh.
You were at 29 seconds. Not bad, but a woman in France broke a Guinness World Record by texting the alphabet. Here's the moment where she broke the previous record.
You got the alphabet correct, Rosie. And with the time of 7.44 seconds.
Really?
That's nothing.
7.44 seconds. And she even told the crowd that she's dyslexic. pretty amazing, huh?
Good for her.
I gave her an edge.
I don't know how that would give her an edge.
Me neither, but I'm sure it did.
Well, I think with a little training and maybe some like arthritis cream on your thumbs,
My thumbs
you
are
could go
big.
even faster.
Okay, I'll work on it.
Mornings with Rob, Allison, and Jim.
April 12th, 1971. Roosevelt Green remembers that date well because that was the day that he started his job at the Columbia UPS, fresh out of active duty and serving our country. That was 47 years ago, and he is still on the job today. He drives a big rig about 4 days a week, and he's in the Circle of Honor at UPS. He was just featured on WLTX, where he shared his thoughts about this great honor.
I just want to do the right thing. It's in my soul and my heart. I don't want to be proud. So I just want to do a good job with my soul and my heart.
And he is doing that good job. He's driven 7 million miles for UPS in the past 47 years, and he's put all 7 of his kids through college.
Amazing guy. I'm glad he gets some recognition, although he probably doesn't want it.
No, he's a really humble guy, and he's in this Circle of Honor for the past 7 years. He got it 7 years ago. They're just talking about it today. That's how humble he is. You're right.
They have a Circle of Honor?
Mm-hmm.
Do we have one of those?
Nobody's been here
You're
for
not
40
in it.
years. Yeah.
Oh, ow.
At least not yet.
More than just pretty voices.
Well, happy birthday. Kind of belated by a day to Jim Mann. His kids took him out to lunch yesterday.
Yeah, they took me to this like upscale hamburger joint, my choosing. And but Mason, my little one, who is very not aggressive, but whatever. He doesn't like talking in public. But he was all excited about getting the waiter aside and letting him know it's my birthday. Hoping to get that free dessert.
Yeah.
And which turned out to be a milkshake, and it
Nice.
was wonderful. And Mason was so proud of himself.
What flavor did you get?
Chocolate.
Yum.
Thank you. However, it doesn't come quite up to this milkshake that Joe Calderone, creative chef at Serendipity 3, is so proud of. It turns out it is the world's most expensive milkshake.
Why?
Yeah. Because they charge a lot.
Okay, well, I guess so.
But they put it in this glass that has all these 3,000 crystals, which is very important because it holds your milkshake. It's crazy. But anyway, well, he explains some of it. I don't understand.
Which is donkey caramel sauce. It's a very rare sauce made with Venezuelan cocoa, Piedmont hazelnuts, fresh donkey milk, and cane sugar. We have a Luxardo maraschino cherry. These are produced in Luxardo, Italy.
Whoa.
That better be a good milkshake.
Donkey milk?
Yeah, for the chocolate?
Yeah, and it's got the 23 karat gold. There's little sheets of gold that's edible. Why? Does
They
that
always
taste good?
put edible gold in stuff.
That's so they can charge
Do
more.
we want to eat that?
It's $100 for this milkshake.
Whoa.
I
So,
pass.
I think we can break the record by just charging 101. We can be in the World Book of Records. What do you think?
Let's try it.
It's got to be more
Especially
than...
if you take a sip first, it'll be worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Jim
You
Man
gotta
germs.
Sip out of everyone.
His morning crew.
You're not going to believe this, but some adventurous dogs are in our executive producer Jim Mann's family.
Yeah, we've got 2 little yappers inside. And we got 2 big real dogs on the outside. And we have this nice privacy fence, so they can't get out. It's tall. I can't even jump over it. And but somehow they got out Saturday. Don't know how that happened. The gate was closed and everything. So we're thinking someone let them out. I don't know, but we didn't find them all day long when we went everywhere. Turns out they were in a medical building. Those sliding glass doors, they just kept going in and out, they said. It was not too far away from our neighborhood, but we finally were able to track them down. When they came back, they must have had an adventurous day because they were wiped out. I walked in between them in the yard and they would not even wake up.
So they're sleeping the whole time after they got back home?
Yeah.
That's funny.
They had quite the adventure. They won't tell us about it. But there's this another dog named Crew. That poor little fella has been in the County Animal Care and Control Center since March. He wants to be adopted so he can have adventures like my dogs do. And he wants to be adopted so bad that he's learned to say hello. When everybody comes by, listen to him saying hello.
Hello.
No.
Hello. Hello.
That's funny.
He's the voice of an old man / parrot.
I know. He should learn to say, adopt me instead. But hello is a start. Because dogs don't normally talk to you like that.
That dog has to have a forever home by now.
Hello. My dog said goodbye Saturday. But
Yeah, right?
yeah.
His morning crew.
I saw this beautiful story on WBTV about a non-profit coffee house. They package local roasted coffee beans for a purpose, and it's it's the roast that they have people pack it that have intellectual disabilities. They're autistic, or they have to live life with head or spinal cord injuries. So they learn these skills about the coffee business, and then York Coffee Roastery puts it all into practical use, which is so cool. This is what they told WBTV, how this helps those that they're helping in such a huge way.
You can't just push people out there and expect them to be employed without having the skills. It's not just about roasting coffee.
No, it's about helping people, which is so cool. I love the way that they're doing this for people.
And what a great purpose, supplying the world with caffeine.
Yeah, I even read that they are needing some coaches that will help those who are putting all this together to learn these practical skills. So they're looking for some help, too.
I'm on my way. Everything's going to be all right.
Jim, always to the rescue. He just celebrates a birthday over the weekend, and now he wants to help people.
Still wearing my cape.
Yeah, took 61 years to get there, but dude.